to stop the pass. Patrick Mahomes, I mean, it's simple knowledge. Like, oh, yeah, you got to stop Patrick Mahomes. No, you do. I mean, Patrick Mahomes went off for plus 300, like we said, in their first meeting. Tyreek Hill was too good. That secondary's got to be able to stop him because Le'Veon Bell's a little nicked up right now. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, we don't know what we're going to get out of him. He's been a little nicked up through the playoff push. So, you should be fine stopping the run, especially with, I believe, one of the best Kansas City Chiefs O-linemen did go down with an injury. So that's going to hurt him in pass protection, but especially run protection. Your secondary is the biggest factor. Your secondary in Tampa Bay. Because we know what Tom Brady's going to do. We know Tom Brady's going to bring it. Him, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Rob Gronkowski, Cameron Brate, Scotty Miller, Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones. I mean, the options goes on for days down there in Tampa. Tampa's going to be, they shouldn't have a problem scoring the ball. Now you do look, Kansas City's got a good defense. Chris Jones, Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, maybe the most underrated defensive player all year this year in the NFL. If the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to win the game, first of all, you're going to have to win the turnover battle. Patrick Mahomes very rarely turns it over, but when he does, it's you got to take advantage of it because it's not going to happen much. It's not going to happen much. You got to win the turnover battle there because you don't want to go into a shootout with Kansas City because Kansas City is just insane. We know what their offense is. You can't stop them, can you? But holding them in Week 12 to only 27, that's a winnable game. You hold the Chiefs' offense to 27, you did something right there. Not too bad. But you have to win the turnover battle. Devin White is just flying around on all cylinders right now. Devin White's unbelievable. You look, Shaquille Barrett, he's back. He's going to play well, you would think. And Murphy Bunting has got to play good. He's got to stop Tyreek or whoever the matchup there is for the Tampa Bay guy against Tyreek. Because, first of all, I didn't know Travis Kelce was Gronkowski's age. Both 31. Never would have guessed that in a million years. Thought Gronk was way older. But yeah. And if the Chiefs are going to win this game, you got to stop Brady. It's simple as that. I mean, you never bet on Tom Brady. You never bet against him, Never bet against him. 7 Super Bowls, 10 years. That's unbelievable to say the least. Tom Brady is incredible. Now, the Buccaneers, they're going to win the game. Like I said, turnover battle. Chiefs, they're going to win the game. Their defense just has to play mediocre. And not mediocre, but above average. Above average. Because it's not easy stopping this Tampa Bay offense. Let's be real. If there's one team that can go toe-to-toe offensively in the league this year, I would say it's Tampa Bay Buccaneers along with the Kansas City Chiefs because they have the weapons. Like we just went down the list. They have, I think, the best receiving core in the NFL. With Gronk, Evans, Godwin, and goes on from there. You have a great two-headed monster. Leonard Fournette's really hitting his stride. He's playing great football right now. The offensive line, Jensen up there with Tampa Bay, they're doing good. If they're going to win, I think you have to develop a good run game against this Chiefs defense. Get the run game going. That's going to make Tom Brady's life easier. It opens up the passing game with ease. Get the run game going. I think Leonard Fournette he's going to be a huge X factor. Not many people are talking about Leonard Fournette. I think if Leonard Fournette, he's going to be a huge X factor in this game. Or it doesn't have to be him. It could be Ronald Jones Jr. It could be LaShawn McCoy. It could be just any of those running backs. Make Tom Brady's life easy. Open up the run game. And you can have a great day. A great day at the office. But personally, I think it's a great coaching battle. Bruce Arians versus, going blank here for a sec. Andy Reid. Andy Reid. Can't forget him. Won a Super Bowl last year. Everyone's like, oh, it's the young guns. Matt LaFleur. All these guys in the NFL. Sean McVay. All these young guys are good. No, look at the older guys. Bruce Arians. Andy Reid. They're still showing they got it too. So don't sleep on them. But that's a great coaching battle. Eric Bieniemy on the offensive side didn't get a head coaching job, which I was very surprised about. One of the up-and-coming coaches in the league. So distractions are out the door for the Chiefs. Out the door. You got the greatest play caller in the NFL, arguably, versus a great defensive coordinator in Todd Bowles. I think that's another matchup of the game. Eric Bieniemy versus Todd Bowles defense. I love both coaches. I think they're great coaches. I really do. I'm excited. My prediction, though, if I'm locking it in, I do think it's going to be a high-scoring game. And we'll see on Monday's podcast if I was right. You'll get an instant reaction right when the game's over. I'll go right to the podcast, boom, and release it. But I'm going 31-28 Chiefs. I do think the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. I just think it's like I said, it's very, very hard to bet against Tom Brady. Don't get me wrong. It really is. I can see this going either way. But Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are clicking on all cylinders. Nobody's been able to stop them. And I just think Patrick Mahomes is going to keep building his legacy in a 31-28 victory. But The Buccaneers could 100% win this, but I do think the Chiefs are going to win. I do think we're in for a phenomenal game on Sunday night in Tampa.